interview.
Welcome to Zone In Sports, your favorite spot for real talk, bold takes, and everything in the zone when it comes to sports. From hard-hitting analysis of the Miami Hurricanes football to the hottest stories across the sports world, we're bringing you that energy, passion, and a little bit of swagger, just like the U. So whether you're tailgating in the Coral Gables or arguing in the group chats or just vibing in your way to work, buckle up. You're in the zone with your host, D. Hamp.
I want to talk a little bit about somebody that we don't even talk about at all. And he gave a great interview, and that was Emory Williams. Backup quarterback.
I didn't see that.
Man, it was a great interview for any of you guys that saw it. And he talked a little bit about last year about being behind Cam Ward and how he kind of let his guard down and a way that affected him coming into the Pop-Tart Bowl. Mm-hmm. And he talked a little bit about how he thought that he relaxed a little bit and didn't have that doubt, wasn't competing because, Cam Ward was the guy. He didn't have to do as much, he felt like. So he said, but this year, all off season, he came in with a different mentality. He changed his number, he said. He didn't get faster. Even the numbers haven't been released. So he said he giving y'all inside. He changed it to number 8. So his number would be number 8 at the beginning of the season. Said he's stronger, faster. And he said he didn't say this, but the way I took it was even though he might not win this job this year from Carson Beck, he said he would be way more prepared than he was last year backing up Cam. Thought it was a great interview, interesting take. And he's setting himself up for next year because everybody's dismissing kind of like, oh, well, we're going to have Luke Nickel or we're going to have Darian Coleman. No, he's trying to say, look, I'm putting in the work. I'm finna be the guy next year, which I like that attitude.
It's his last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. First of all, I applaud that. I've been an Emery fan since he broke his arm in that Florida State game because to me, he gave his all.
Yeah.
He gave his all in that game, okay? And I realized, Shannon Dawson kind of limited him in other games like the Clemson game that they won in overtime 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
In the bowl game earlier back in January. There were games, even in the Florida State game, they kind of limited him. Miami really should have won that game. The safety wasn't called. The defense was really just lights out in that game. And I think this time around, Emery knows that, he's got another year. He could transfer.
He talked about that.
Transferred. The young man could have went anywhere. He could have went to Eastern Michigan, Western Michigan, Central. He could have went to another lower tier school, perhaps, or even a school like a Purdue or Northwestern. He could have went somewhere and battled for a starting job and may have gotten it.
Right.
He could have done that, but he stuck it out. That has to be commendable and respected. The fan base has to recognize that. He put his body on the line for the team.
Right.
Okay. And he still stuck around. He could have said, man, screw this. I'm not getting a fair shake. They got Cam Ward. Now they turn around and get Carson Beck. Why don't they want to invest in me? He wasn't selfish. I noticed that about this team when I watched the different interviews. I didn't see his, but these guys aren't selfish.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Damian Lewis was alluding to with his interview about the D-line. These guys are not trying to look for individual accolades. If you want to win this thing, you cannot be selfish and be about me and what my stats are and what my individual thing is. Mm-hmm. It's all for one for all. It's different elements in the being a championship type caliber team this year.
Right.
Not just your positions, not just your coaching, but your attitude and the culture in the locker room.
Right.
And with these guys, from what I read, they all stayed the night in the locker room. They never went home. They trying to build something.
Right.
And I
want to harken back to what you said too, because Emery did say about taking accountability. He basically said that he trusts the coaching staff, and he said basically, in his words, that he just got to be better. If you want to start, you got to be better. And that's what made
I
it.
like
And I
that.
respect that, you know.
Yeah. I mean, he, like I say, he didn't blame anybody.
Right.
He didn't come out and say, man, they gave me limited plays, and he ran with what he ran with, and he just says, I got to be a better quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah,
and that speaks volumes.
He could have threw the team under the bus. He could have said they took all the starters off. They put me in. They didn't give me this and that. But no, he went out there and he said, hey, I still got to play better no matter who I own the field.
I believe our fan base has to recognize that. I think, especially our younger fan base, the ones that are, I'm not condemning all our young fan base now, but all of our fan base that are impatient or being impractical, they need to take a step back and recognize this.
Right.
Don't be like Florida State fans. Don't be like Georgia fans. Don't be like them. We don't want to be known as an obnoxious fan base. Miami is known to have an obnoxious fan base, and I think the majority of us are getting slapped with that label because of the minority of us that want it all right now.
Right.
And these steps are being taken, and let the national pundits and media say what they're going to say. I'm really hopeful that this team is going to surprise some people this year, and I'm really hoping this defense really steps it up. That secondary step it up.
I think it will.
I think it will. I think we, like I said, they're taking little shots at Miami. They take little shots at them about who they picked up and whatnot. And I'm like, you know what? It's it'll be okay. I think
it's gonna be okay. We're gonna